Alright, what's up guys? You're watching the CT Outdoorsman. It is Sunday, August 7th, here today to do my broadhead tuning video. Now, a lot of you guys are probably wondering where my review of the Glendale buck is, and that video ended up being corrupted and just a real pain in the butt to edit and try and upload, so I gave up on that one. But here today to do my broadhead tuning video. For those of you who don't know what broadhead tuning is getting your bow, so in this case my Mathews Halon, to shoot my field points and my broadheads the same. Now, broadhead tuning is something that I recommend everybody do if you're gonna go out and bow hunt, no matter if you're shooting mechanicals, if you're shooting fixed blades. Doesn't matter, broadhead tune your bow. And if you don't know how, I'm going to go over how I do it and how I set it up to make sure that my broadheads are flying just like my field points. So this year I'm shooting the Dirt Nap Gear DRT. It's a fixed blade head with a couple of bleeder blades on it, and from what I've read, it's got great reviews and it broadhead tunes pretty easily. So broadhead tuning is a pretty simple process. When you're setting up your bow, you adjust your sight and your rest to your field points and get that all flying how you want it. When you go to broadhead tune your bow, all you're going to do is move your rest. And when you have a rest like mine, I'm shooting the NAP Apache. It's got, see if you can see it. The light's really bad. But it's got windage marks on it, so you can sort of see right there, and that's really good for micro adjustments. So, and when you're broadhead tuning, micro adjustments are key, because sometimes just the slightest movement is going to allow your broadheads to move maybe even a couple inches. Depends on how far you're shooting and where you're aiming. I'm standing back here at 20 yards, just going to shoot my field points first. I've got two different bullseyes. I'm going to shoot my field points at one, and then my broadheads at the other, just because I don't want to destroy my arrows. If you guys follow my Instagram page, you saw the other day I actually shot a perfect Robin Hood with my new arrows, and so I mean, that's cool that I shot a Robin Hood, but I mean, I just got these arrows about a week ago and already busted one, so that's really it. So I'm going to screw my DRTs on, and we're gonna shoot them and then see where they're hitting, and we'll make adjustments from there. All right, the first two arrows I'm going to be shooting are going to be my field points. I'm going to shoot them at the upper target. The next two arrows are going to be my broadheads at the lower target. Alright guys, so we just shot our first group. As you can see, my field points hit exactly where I wanted to. Shot perfectly. And then you can see my broadheads, if you recall, hit low, a little low, and a little right. I mean, but still, they're within 2 inches of each other. And you guys may be wondering why I'm shooting two different ones. These are my older arrows. These are the Carbon Express Maxima Blue Streak Select. These are the Carbon Express Maxima Blue RZ Select, and the RZ is the red zone. But I've shot these both, and they fly just the same. There's no real difference in them. But yeah, so my two field points were right in the bullseye, and my broadheads were a little low and a little right. So when I go back to my bow, you always want to move opposite. When you're moving your rest, you want to move opposite of where your arrows are hitting. So my broadheads are hitting low and right. So I want to move my rest up and to the left, and hopefully, and probably half, maybe even 1 degree mark, and that should hopefully bring them where they're supposed to be. And then hopefully that'll bring them in closer, And if you guys can't tell, I've got a box back here for a backstop. That didn't stop these broadheads from going through. So I'll probably move that back a little farther even more, and we'll see if it can stop it. So let's go adjust the bow. Alright guys, so we're back here with the bow. So our broadheads, we're shooting low and to the right. Now, the nice thing about the rest that I have is that it's all toolless adjustment. So all I got to do is flip this notch, flip that notch, move the sight up and to the left, and then we should be good. So like I said with this, it is very, very small adjustments that you got to make with it. So I'm just going to move this up just a tad. That was too much. And see, the nice thing about the windage marks is that you have a starting point, so you know where you were when you started. So move it up just a little bit. So we were at 1.5. So we are just above 2 right now. And that should be good. I'll tighten that up. So actually might shoot it a little bit higher, and then so we were shooting to the right. So I want to move my rest to the left. Alright, even that one was a really small adjustment as well. Alright, so now we're going to shoot again and see where they're hitting. You guys got to remember that the field points aren't, as you're adjusting your rest, field points are not going to hit in the same spot they were when you started. That's okay. This is all about your broadheads, not your field points. So I'll set the camera back up again, and we'll shoot again. Alright guys, so as you saw, field points did move a little bit. They moved a little up and a little left. And the broadheads moved up, but not so much left. So I'm going to make one more adjustment left, and then if that's not pulling it closer, then I think we're going to have to go and move the sight and put that on where the broadheads are hitting. So we will make the adjustment left some more and see if that does it. Alright. Okay. So I made the adjustment, and now I'm going to shoot one more time and see how that goes. Alright guys, so as you saw, I adjusted my bow, my rest too much. So now the broadheads were hitting left of the bullseye. So this is all part of broadhead tuning, guys. You just gotta go through it. Sometimes it can take 5 minutes, sometimes it can take an hour. Again, these are fixed blade broadheads, so they're not gonna fly just like field points. But you know what? It's worth it. I'm really excited to try these out. So we're going to adjust the rest one more time and shoot one more time, see how that does, and then I'm going to talk about it and leave it at that. I may do some more fine-tuning off camera, but really this video is just talking about what you need to do to broadhead tune, and just how to do it if you're not 100% sure. So I'll go back, make the adjustments, and shoot one more time, and then I'll talk to you guys one last time. So. Alright guys, so you just saw that last group. Again, my field points are not hitting where my broadheads are, but you know what? They're 2, maybe 3 inches apart. That's not bad for shooting a fixed blade. That's pretty darn good. And as you guys saw, broadheads were still maybe just a touch left, not much. In all honesty, I probably shouldn't even touch it, but me, I'm very crazy about my stuff being perfect, so I'll probably adjust it one more time and shoot it one more time, and that should be it. But the other thing to take away from this, guys, is that if you're shooting broadheads and you go and you broadhead tune your bow, and I highly recommend that you do, because as you saw, these broadheads were not hitting the same spot my field points were, and so if I were to take a shot on a deer without broadhead tuning my bow, I could make a really bad shot and end up just wounding the animal, and that's, as a bow hunter, that's something you don't want to do. So I highly recommend you broadhead tune your bow. And you know what, some groups that you're gonna get are gonna be different and from others, sometimes because of the design of the broadhead, the style of broadhead. I can speak from past experience broadhead tuning my NAP kill zones. I've been able to shoot maybe inch groups with my kill zones and my field points, and that's just because of the design of the broadhead, and that's what you get sometimes. Another thing is, I was fortunate enough to win a contest, and part of the contest was 2 packs of these broadheads. Now, so I decided that my quiver holds 5 arrows, and I've got 6 broadheads, and really I only need maybe 3 in a season. And I do have a sharpener, so I will wash these guys off, sharpen them up, and then they'll be good to go. If you don't have a sharpener, or you don't have or you just don't have the money to get an extra pack of broadheads, you gotta end up just shooting at least one of your broadheads and trust that you're making a good shot every time you shoot it. I know a lot of companies out there are giving out practice heads now. I know for my kill zone, I have a practice head or two. Rage makes practice heads. Those fly the same as the broadheads do. So if you can tune your bow using the practice head, you don't even have to touch your broadheads, and that's perfect. So again, you gotta get out and broadhead tune your bow. I can't stress that enough. It's something that I wish I had learned early in my bow hunting career. I mean, I've been bow hunting for 7 years now, and it's not a very long time, but I didn't learn about broadhead tuning till 3-4 years ago. So 3 years I was going out and just shooting my broadheads at animals, and I was fortunate enough to harvest my first deer. I made a good shot, and I just consider myself lucky knowing that broadhead tuning my bow, without it, I was still able to harvest animal. And I'm not saying go out and just trust that they're going to shoot the same, because they're not. Especially if you shoot fixed blades, because they're not going to fly the same. So that's really it. If you guys like this video, let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Again, follow me on Instagram. It's at CT Outdoorsman. And my next video, let's see, it's the beginning of August, so my next video might be scouting. I got permission on a family friend's property, so I might talk about just setting up shooting lanes and using tree stands and things like that. So, and then probably the next video after that will be the first hunting video, because bow season's a month away. And then, oh, one more thing about broadhead tuning. It's August 7th. It's early, but I go back to school in 2 weeks, and I'm busy with work. So this was really the best time for me to get out here and do this. And so if you're not working and you've got your summer left to get out and broadhead tune, like I said, I'm pretty much done broadhead tuning. It took me maybe 20 minutes. So yeah, I just get out and do it, and then don't touch your bow after you do that. Go out and shoot. Just know that your field points are not going to fly the same, but just leave it. Just know that your arrows are going to fly true when you screw the broadhead on and you're shooting at an animal. And then another thing, step back to further distances. So I was just shooting at 20 yards, so I'll probably step back to 30 and then 40 yards. The longest shot I'm gonna take around here is 40 yards. I'd be really surprised if I took a 40-yard shot on an animal this year. So yeah, practice at all distances. Make sure your arrows with your broadheads are flying true at all distances, because you never know when that moment of truth is going to come, and you don't know if you're going to have an animal at 20 yards or an animal at 40 yards, and you want to make sure that your broadheads are going to fly the same at those distances. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.